Welcome to day 341 of our BU 365-day challenge. Do one thing every day that improves us. And I've got a box of Lucky Charms and a can of soup because one of our questions is cereal actually soup? It's a question for today, right? Would you consider cereal soup since it's got stuff that floats in a bowl just like soup does? Interesting question. I honestly have never wondered if cereal was soup or not. Other question today for this December is a little bit heavier question, and it is, where does your self-worth come from? Where does your self-worth, self-esteem, etc. come from? And I looked this up because I think it's a really interesting topic. I think all of us have questions about ourselves as we get older and get to know ourselves and understand ourselves better. So what the heck is self-worth? What does it mean? And how do you go about, where does your self-worth come from? Where do you think your self-worth and image of yourself comes from? Self-worth is a sense of one's own value as a human being. So where does your sense of value as a human being come from? And according to the internet, of course, our experiences in a person's life are the major source of how self-esteem develops. Now, self-esteem is a portion of self-worth, right? It contributes to how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself, contributes to how you feel about yourself, whether you love yourself or hate yourself, etc. And when we're young, of course, our parents are the main source of our self-esteem and self-worth, right? Then we go to school and our teachers and our peers and other adults become more influential in our life. Self-worth is an internal state of being that comes from self-understanding, self-love, and self-acceptance. It's a direct measure of how you value and regard yourself in spite of what others might say, do, think, or how they might act with you. It's how do you feel inside about your value and who you are and how you are as a human being. William James in 1890 is actually credited with coining the term self-esteem. That makes it one of the oldest concepts in psychology, which is really interesting. And there's really three components, according to this one source on the internet. Of course, you can put as many components and things as you want, but there's three components and three things that make up our self-worth: competence, confidence, and connectedness, our relationship with other people. Because if we didn't have relationships with other people, we would automatically love and believe in ourselves. At least that's my thought on the matter. So how you interact, how you react to life and situations and people, our mindset is part of our self-worth, our disposition, our characteristics, our everything about us, our skills and abilities all contribute to our self-worth. So our two questions today, we're just asking 2 questions a day for the month of December to make the challenge a little bit easier, but both a fun question and a more serious question give us an opportunity to ask ourselves what these questions mean to us. Do they mean anything, or do they not? Have we ever even thought about our self-worth or our self-concept? I don't think until I was in my probably 40s, I even had time and energy to think about, how do I think about myself as a human being, right? Up until that point, I was pretty much just going with the flow of my life, the decisions and the choices I'd made. And it wasn't until then that I even had a chance to ponder and say, am I on the right track? Turns out I wasn't, but I didn't know that because for 40 years, I never even thought about it or considered it. I just figured, based on society and the world and things from people around me, it was the right path for me. And it wasn't until actually I was 50 that I really started getting serious about, what does it mean to be a human being? Why am I here? And all those crazy things that some people never ask themselves. So those are our questions today. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. I'm going to go work on my self-worth by doing some fun charity work today. Have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.